I'm going to talk very briefly about the idea of a customer and using the idea of a customer using a concept of an avatar. When we create this avatar that describes the typical age, gender, location, education, occupation and income level of your ideal customer. And so you may have a target audience that are young people, working age, retired. They may be in your geographic location. They may be a certain career type or education level. The idea is to have a real clarity on the audience that you're appealing to, because there is no point appealing to one audience with ideas, concepts, language, even colours that actually is better suited to a different audience. And understanding what people are thinking, how they are feeling, what are their values and beliefs. There's a lot said about the difference between Gen Z, Gen Y, baby boomers, and these different values and beliefs that come out of different generations and different experiences. But without doubt, people's lifestyles and their lived experience do actually have an impact on how they look at the world and how they will look at your products and services and what you have to offer. So think about those values and beliefs and maybe even that lifestyle. What are their individual personalities? What are their hobbies and interests? Again, hobbies and interests to a certain extent define who we are, how we choose to spend our time. The type of person that likes socializing and going to parties isn't ordinarily the type of person who would be quite reclusive, stay at home, read a book, go solo hill walking. I want to avoid stereotypes, but the truth of the matter is when you're thinking about your ideal client, you are to a certain extent thinking about stereotypes, generic patterns, generic people. This concept that says that's more or less who my audience is and what their motivations are. And our motivations change with our age and experience. And so understanding a little bit about why would they do this? Are they doing this because they're a really super busy mum? Are they doing this because they're retired and they're recalibrating and thinking about their impact on the world? Are they doing this because they are young, hungry, have ambition for their career? So what people's motivations are will definitely affect how they perceive and respond to the product or service that you're offering. And that links a bit to this idea of pain points and challenges. What is your product or service designed to fix? What pain do they avoid, or what reward do they get by using your product or service? And understand a little bit about their buying behavior. There are certain products that are absolute impulse buys. Oh, that's fantastic, I want it now. Whereas there are other products that demand actually quite a lot of review, consideration, maybe recourse to experts for expert opinion, maybe the multiple stakeholders involved in the buying decision. So understanding the buying behavior is really key to understanding to whom does your advertising marketing have to appeal? Does it actually have to appeal to the people in compliance, the people in technology, the people in HR and marketing? Or is it only going to actually appeal to the consumer instead of the end user or the customer or the client? Because all these are slightly different roles and have a slightly different buying behavior and an impact on the buying decision. The other thing you need to think about is product usage. Is this effectively a use once type product, or does it actually come with a long service commitment? Is it a product that's going to be used over 5-10 years, in which case warranties and things like that become really important? And that then affects things like brand loyalty, because clearly if it's a product or service that you have for a number of years, that will affect the loyalty aspect of it. And what our online behavior is, the extent to which we do that research. So all of these things, again, start to help you think about not just your product or service, but how you focus that on that target avatar, that generic, typical client that you're looking to appeal to. And we need to be aware that it's really rare that somebody does have that impulse buy. But even if they have that impulse buy, they go, yep, I must have that. Nobody buys a product they've never heard of. So you really do need to go through the process of creating awareness and saying, oh yeah, okay, that's great. Creating consideration, well, it's suitable, feasible, affordable. I really quite like it. It seems to be well manufactured, it's well priced, etc. What are the considerations before you actually get to the decision stage? As much as we're driving for a decision, there are some things that have to happen first before we make a decision. And so you need to again think about your marketing, your advertising, your social media, how you appeal to those previous stages that build up to that buying decision. One of the formulas is really quite old. It goes back to the days of marketing, paper-based marketing in the 1950s and 1960s. It's AIDA. Attention, interest, desire, action. Grab their attention. Grab their attention very often with a headline. Look, new, improved. Everyone's doing this. This is fantastic. Something that really grabs their attention. Then reel them in a little bit. Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever considered the implications of this? Will this make your life better, easier? Will this make your business more profitable, lower risk, more convenient? So now we first grab their attention with a headline, we're reeling them in, we're generating their interest, and then we start really appealing to them. This is where the avatar kicks in. We know psychologically how they think. We know who they are. We understand a little bit about their values. So we can really start now appealing to the desire and say, this is really something for you. This is something that absolutely serves you where you are right now. And that then leads to the call to action. Okay, contact us, buy now, discount if you buy in the next 5 days, etc. So this call to action then is how we navigate our way through that awareness, consideration and buying decision. So this has been a real romp through marketing awareness. Super quick, but hopefully useful as an introduction. If you're interested in more things like this around management, marketing, managing change and projects for individuals, teams or organizations, please do get in contact. Thank you.